Yes, greetings family. This is Bomani Tamba live on Revolutionary Camp with my good brother Kofi Bruce. And yes family, we're here to talk about the wonderful things that we're doing there in Ghana as far as the Africa for the Africans Repatriation Community and Business Enterprise in Techiman, Ghana, West Africa. And yes family, let me show you some of the wonderful, this is the wonderful business plan operation. And yes, you're at Bomani Technology Studio. So when we're talking about business enterprise, we're talking about the operation that we run in here is straight Africa tourism investment, all day, every day. Technology services, remote access, troubleshooting, tech support, research and development, training, and so on. All these wonderful things, along with all the wonderful things that we're going to add to this enterprise. It's just an incredible conglomerate of energy. And this is why it's important for us to, when we're young, just learn and study and build skills. That way we can run our own enterprise. So this is a wonderful business plan. This is less than 20 pages, but it goes into details as far as our move operation from here in Georgia to relocate there in Ghana, West Africa. And this is a business enterprise that's a self-sufficient operation. And yes family, we got 2.2 acres of land to build this business enterprise, which will have a whole lot of wonderful things on it. So
can you
sure,
not to cut you off, but can you explain like a little brief synopsis of your plans as far as Africa for the Africans repatriation community? Like what is it?
Yeah, absolutely. The Africa for the Africans repatriation community is a location where we're building the strongest energy, and we're connecting with our sister community, NUNET, of Benue Village.
Oh yeah.
That's our land is actually connected towards the very back, and that's where we'll have a connection point where we'll share energy. And the goal is to work to reach out to more of our brothers and sisters in African diaspora and assist them with getting land for them to relocate.
Right.
Boat land we have is not going to be enough for everyone. She has 10 acres and we have 2.2. And then, but you have a lot of land in the area,
right?
So it's not necessary for them to come live on the land that we have specific. But for those who are the early birds and those who are ready to, make their move and things, we do have land and space available.
Right now.
And then, so once that those two communities fill up, we look to offer land another community where we can, come together and live in a community where we put our resources together and build the things that we need. I'm talking about a world of sustainable living as far as our own pure fresh water, that we have a pump and filter system, whether we're catching water from the sky or we're pumping water from the ground. I mean clean filter water, not that toilet water that you get from your city.
Right.
Yeah.
So you saying Benue Village, she also has land available too, along with your plots?
Exactly.
Okay.
And we when we go up to Techiman, that's the main thing we do with this. We connect people to to the Benue Village experience. Our sisters looking for wonderful people with similar minds as far as Pan-African nation building to come there and purchase a plot and build their home, and also commit to being a part of the community.
Right.
And then as long as we all contribute, we can all grow. Because the good thing about when you're dealing with black-owned enterprise in a black-owned nation, all the resources that you have are going to be cycled amongst each other.
Right.
That's the wonderful thing about it. So the Repatriation Village is where we can come together and live and work together as a people, along with our brothers and sisters in Ghana, in a more of a communal society. And a communal society provides you everything that you need. All the business and enterprise that we have operating, we have different people working those business. And
so not to cut you off again, but so just let the people know, do the actual people that live in that area of Ghana benefit from our repatriation to Ghana?
Absolutely. When you're building a business enterprise like Africa with Africans, what we're doing is tourism. We're doing, we're looking to acquire a whole bus line of energy. So all the things that we're doing, we need our brothers and sisters from the African diaspora, but also our brothers and sisters that's right in that specific area. We're all coming together, working this operation. This is an enterprise you're building to create economic opportunities for your brothers and sisters, not only from the African diaspora, but right there locally, especially locally when you talk about the children. So the children benefit more than anyone else, because when you run these enterprise, your goal is always to have the transfer of energy to the future, So that's one of the wonderful things. But it's something that expands, and it's really based on the energy that we get. So far, so good. We got the money together. We acquired the land, and have the land documents and things clear. So now we got to clear the land, put building plans together, and build actual business office.
Okay.
And then with that, you have other things on the property that you build, but it's a whole sustainable community. So you're looking at planting all kind of food trees around. And there's a nice section that's full of you're growing your own veggies, and that way you begin to just kind of control what you're eating,
right?
The water you're drinking, and also the type of people that are around you,
right?
That way, you don't wake up every day, you're driving all over the place, and everything that you need is on a compound. The manufacturing building in the back, based on whatever we decide that we're going to manufacture. There's a lot of wonderful things we're going to do. I'm going to break down some information as far as this outline of different business that we can do in general, not all of those specifically that we're just going to do on that property because it's a small property, but in that general area, the Brong-Ahafo region.
Right.
Techiman is the second largest city in the Brong-Ahafo region. Sunyani is the first. But what that gives you an area where it's not so populated and not so much overrun by this tourism or just a busy city.
Okay.
So that's the greatest advantage of it. So you can actually breathe, and you had an elevation up. So this is a energy where those of us who are coming on our tour, the Africa for Africans, Ghana Repatriation Investment Tour, they'll be able to see the land and be able to just share with us what they're interested in getting land or interested in participating in any of the projects or any of the investment opportunities that we have.
Right. Excellent. Let me see. So, all you people out there that went to go see Black Panther and fell in love with Wakanda, here's your chance to build Wakanda into reality. Not just a movie.
I'll just skip through some of the things.
Yeah.
And some of the things that we have in here is just research on things as far as when you think about sustainable, you want to make sure that you can just operate off the grid as much as possible. But everything is literally still a work in progress. Yeah.
So everything is going to be sustainable: electricity, water, food.
Yeah. And that should go. And everything may not start off necessarily that way as far as the electricity and the water. But that's what you want to do. You want to build those systems in the structures around the entire property.
Okay.
So eventually, you want a satellite system to where you can control your communication, and then the goal is to share the resources with the different communities that we have along there.
Right.
And that's true communal living, because communal living deals with sharing, and everyone does their unique part of that operation to where it comes together in a community, and you literally have all of the skills that you need. So you have all of the engineers you need, scientists, technicians, to do everything. You literally are self-sufficient completely. So that means we have to recruit the best of our people.
Right. So you have communities sharing with other communities. That makes a family. You know what I'm saying? Not just the community, all the people in one specific one, but you got a whole community sharing and doing everything with other whole communities. So that's the African way right there.
Absolutely. And this is Techiman family. This is 7 hours up in the middle of the country, 7 hours away from the capital city, Accra. So this is a project that's not just a simple project where you just walk down. It's something that we designed to where it's further out.
Right.
There's a lot of wonderful things going on in other parts of Ghana that may not necessarily be so far away from Accra or Cape Coast, Elmina, or the southern part of the country. Based on what people are used to, because when you look at tourism, look at the energy, that's where most of everything goes is Accra, Kumasi, then back down to Cape Coast, Elmina, and back there to Accra. But family, Ghana is bigger than that. That's all I want people to know. Ghana, the top half of Ghana is incredible. You're talking about literally all of the future operations there. Because if you're thinking about doing any kind of manufacturing, you want to go further out. So I'm gonna reach through and go through a few lists of things that I have on here. It's it's really more so a nice organized proposal. So we talk about the executive summary. It goes into the repatriation village, Africa for the Africans, tourism investment summary, technical and business operation. So those are the breakdown of all of the wonderful things that we've built here and that we're going to be providing as far as services. So all these computers, all these technologies will be put to use. We have a lot of camcorders, and so naturally you use part of the office building to for your studio for shooting,
Right.
and so on. So that's the ideal thing of it. You're optimizing all of your technology resources and put them on that property. Yeah. And as we go down there, a lot of future departments, because when we think about the world of sustainable living, it's not just the things that we're doing now. So once we begin to become experts at the world of permaculture, working the fruits, the vegetables, building the sustainable homes, working the sustainable system, those becomes part of the services, beyond just computer and technology services and Africa tours and investment. You're literally learning how to use your hands to build with nature, to where you begin into building things sustainable, so you're not keep on robbing and destroying the planet, because these damn devils have destroyed enough of the planet. So everything we literally do, we have to start thinking about sustainable. But family, unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to read you all of my business plan or anything. I'm just giving you some details, and when we get to Ghana, we'll show you some fresh videos of the property, and the goal is to put a few things together to show a full overview of what the property would look like. And this is just an example of a lot of wonderful things that we plan on doing as far as business development. And we want other people to also, when you get land in Ghana, think about getting land, even if it's just a little extra land. That way you can have more space for, maybe a few people. That way we're doing things communally to a point to where we can look out for each other better and also work together stronger. So let me...
So do you have a email or website if anyone want to contact you to find out more information in detail about the Africa for Africans Repatriation Community and Business Enterprise in Ghana, West Africa?
Yes, absolutely, family. It's something that it's not something that we just have a bunch of things that's listed on site or on the website, because everything I have is literally right here and everything has been shared privately. But yes, the website's family is africafortheafricans.org. And once you get to the website, on the top of the main menu, you'll see the link to the Africa for Africans Repatriation community. And that's going to take you to one page, which will have a link to GoFundMe. But that one page is the page that's going to be developed to where more and more information is put. And I'm just processing, thinking about putting some of these information on here.
Okay.
But let me show you some of the things.
Stay tuned.
This is a certificate of land transfer. Yeah.
Already have the land.
It's right there. And this is the court paperwork, and don't want you to look into too many things too much, but just showing you a little clip of it. And this is what you would call the land survey. So all of this was done last year, and appreciate all of the family for the 2,000 plus, which we put towards all of this effort to acquire the land and do all the paperwork, which is, it's always, we appreciate every little bit helps. Now this is a layout of the actual property based on 9 plots, and I'm going to kind of explain. So the front of the property, office building, then we have a Pan-African center behind it and restaurant. Then we have a list of chalets, which is where the living quarters of our tour members will be. And then these are also plots available for investors, as far as people who want to buy a chalet and name it after themselves. So certain things we're still literally working out.
Right.
Then we got we got a hotel building which has 12 rooms, 2 floors. And then to the very back is the manufacturing building, which whatever different things that we decide to manufacture, that's going to be the operation back then. And the farm right there where we're going to be growing all our fruits and vegetables. Now literally around the entire property we're going to be planting trees. And this is not so much details. I want you to break your eyes and look at it, because it's a rough drawing, something that you sketch through and then you create digitally. So all of this is always a lot of work to do, but it's something that we have to just keep building up. So it is fun excitement to work on this project, because it's going to teach us development, and we're kind of, when you're doing business and you're generating profits, you want to invest in the future and keep on investing and keep on flipping your resources. Right. And then not just investing in America, investing into land, investing into development projects where you have something, you have your land, you have your office operation, you have all those things. That way, you're not continuously just cheat the next generation of a continuation of an enterprise.
Right.
But family, I'm gonna give you a lot more information about this operation, as far as because this is gonna be the main key operation to where we literally work even stronger to build a lot of energy to connect with the rest of Africa for repatriation, because our folks in the African diaspora is at a fatal point where it's rough. Like even in America, I'm always telling our brothers and sisters that white folks don't even have enough jobs for their own people. So what are we gonna do? And creating jobs in America, that's that's kind of solving the symptoms of the issue. Creating enterprise in the African continent, where more and more of our people can have opportunity globally, can solve a lot of those problems. So we're always looking for folks who want to just come journey with us, or even come check the country out, take a look at land in different parts of the country, and our people there that are that's been having our back, that's there to make sure that everyone that comes there is good to go. So we do have consultants, we do have lawyers, we do have investors, we do have people with all different type of skills that know what they're talking about around the country. And our goal is always to provide you the best advice to make sure that no one gets you for your money, or you don't mess up on your investment. Because we are fully invested into the country, and we want to see the country grow. We want wonderful people to come to Ghana and other parts of Africa and invest. And we don't want them to run into issues and problems. But I gotta advise people: you do have crazy people everywhere.
Right.
So you always gotta use your street smarts to make sure that you don't give your money to fools. Make sure people have a whole lot to lose, not just nothing to lose before you give them any money. Because so that's one of the things, you can run into silly people. So don't just go by talk, go by documentation, go by connections, go by people giving recommendations. You can connect with us, and it's like a whole lot of us connected. Like you connect with me and you talk to a few other people, and you'll see the connection of how we just all look out for each other and make sure that we don't mess things up for our future generation, to where where we drop the ball like we've done on many occasions. So family, that's why we want you to come to Ghana, West Africa, and travel on the journey of a lifetime with us every May. Visit our website, africafortheafricans.org, and learn more about our future enterprise opportunity as we move from here in Georgia to Ghana, West Africa, and build that enterprise. And we're going to keep on expanding and sharing and offering more opportunities. And we want you not just to sit back and be be cheerleaders, or be just out there in the stands. We want you to get in the game and join force and make this a reality. Repatriation is one of our best options. And even when we talk about that, the wonderful country like Ethiopia with that black-owned airlines and energy, the only African nation
and
that has never been colonized by these devils. So we got to use this energy, family, and do these wonderful things for ourselves. And I'm not saying that this is one option, and this is some of the things we're working on. And then we also have a lot of other wonderful things, but there's also a lot of things that other people are doing. So you also can just reach out to others and connect.
Right.
And our goal is to have as much of us there in the African continent to connect with the good, strong energy on the African continent, because we do know that there's a lot of this. You also have the bootlicking, buck dancing coons there, just like in the Black America. So I'm always telling people that don't don't take off them rose-colored glasses, and don't just be looking, don't be looking to this for some kind of fantasy.
And another thing is, don't put those rose-colored glasses on because you're from America and think that you can outsmart them.
Absolutely,
So you just have to be aware. It's sneaky, tricky people all over this earth. So yeah, just be wise.
You know what I'm saying? So family, we've been going to Ghana for a long time, and it's been nothing but love. I don't have any problems in the country, but at the same time too, we do business and we do things a little different, and we keep a tight connection and tight circle. So when you come on our journeys, when you connect with us, when we help you with anything, that's the goal also, to make sure that you have a good experience and you don't have any problems. Because we have been already, we're already playing from behind. We're already like hundreds of years behind.
Hundreds of years.
For our Wakanda.
Right. Oh, we way.
Yeah. So family, yes, my brother.
Yeah.
We're gonna keep it strong, and I'm gonna keep you updated on this information. And family, it's work in progress. So you know, what I talk about is a few small stages of what lots and lots of work to be done.
Right.
Yeah. So don't just expect me to have all of this built and developed just like that. If you do, we have that GoFundMe site, which you'll see the link in the description box. You can donate all the big money to it, and we'll promise we give our heart and our soul. We'll make sure that's developed, and that will be built for African people globally. And then the more we can invest in that, then the more we can do more and do other things and really just support and show love to our people. So family, that's all we're about, because all we got is us.
That's all we got.
All we got is us.
All we got is us.
Yes, my brother. So once again,
AfricaForTheAfricans.org.